I'm really happy to be joined in the special Ask Matt Rollings Live at Roland edition by my dear friend Alisan Porter, winner of Season 10 of The Voice, one of the greatest singers I or anyone will ever hear. I mean, literally, unbelievable. I'm 100% serious. Incredible artist, incredible songwriter, and she's come to join me for a little piano vocal version of Ask Matt Rollings. So
thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I met Alisan. I hired Alisan to come sing on a demo for me.
Right.
A
long time
a
ago.
long time ago. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
A long time ago. And Alisan came into my studio and blew the roof off.
What was it, a musical of the
It was a musical.
Adam and Eve?
Yeah,
or
it was a Bible-based musical, and you were Eve.
Yes.
You came and were Eve, leaving the Garden of Eden, and it was tragic and beautiful. So I don't know how long, maybe a year later, you called me on the phone.
Yeah, I was writing a song with Drew,
Yeah.
which turns out to be Surrender Your Heart,
Yeah,
which was the first song we ever
First
wrote
song
together,
we wrote together.
which is not a shabby first song to write with someone.
No, it set the bar high, I would say.
We were writing this song and we were not stuck, but we just felt like we needed to take it to the next place, and we thought you would be the perfect person for that. And so we called, and you were like available right away.
Yeah.
And we scheduled, I think, for the next day or the day after or something like that.
You came to my studio.
Well, that night.
Oh, that's right.
So we were writing the song.
That's right.
We called you. We scheduled an appointment, and that night, a friend of ours passed away, sort of tragically.
Yeah.
And it was weird because we were kind of writing that song about what he was going through.
Yeah.
And so we had to cancel our session.
Yeah.
And we sort of held on to this idea and held on. And I think a couple months later, we came back in and started the whole process of writing this
And
record.
then Alisan came to my studio. We finished that song that day, and we sort of both looked at each other and went, whoa. Something is going on here.
Yeah.
So for the next year, you just about once a week or once every
Tuesdays
couple
and
of weeks.
Thursdays, I think.
Yeah, you would come to the studio in Studio City, and we would write a song. And a year later, we had an album's worth of material, and we went into the studio and made this amazing record called Who We Are. And then on the heels of that record, she went and won The Voice and just kind of blew the world away. Her version of Blue Bayou on her blind audition on The Voice is, Google it. It's one of the greatest things you'll ever see in your life. And the excitement of these judges when she sang this song, I mean, I'm getting shivers even thinking about it.
It was pretty fun.
They were mad for you.
It was very fun. It was very fun.
So I thought it would be great I have a specific question. You know,
Okay.
Ask Matt Rollings, I get questions from my loyal followers. Send me these amazing questions about what it is I do. And they're mostly about piano playing. Sometimes they're about a song I've written, which this one was. So I got a specific question, which is awesome, about a song you and I wrote that was on that record.
Awesome.
And I'll read it. It's from Mike from Berkeley, California. And Mike writes, I would love to know your approach to playing, composing the song Stay in terms of the time signature. What is the time signature? And feel of the song. It is so laid back and soulful, but in time. How can I develop and play with that laid back, soulful feel that is in time also? So it's a great question, and I'll illustrate why. Because the verses on this song, and we'll just play like a little bit of the verse, and we'll show them. So the verses 3 and 4.
Oh, my love.
2, 3.
Stay here in my arms.
2, 3.
So fast these moments fade.
2, 3, 4.
Stay, never go away.
So
And in your head, you do that every single time you sing this song because it doesn't make any sense, but it does somehow.
But so, you know, and I remember specifically when we wrote this song, you know, we had this idea, and do you want to talk a little bit about what we wrote this song about?
I mean, I think I'm not sure if we had the intention of writing it about parenthood in the beginning, but it ended up being about a mother and a child. For me, it's about going from being a girl, I guess, to a mom.
To a mom.
Which happened to me.
And I being a father,
right.
you know, connected in just, you know, that you have this person that you never want to go away, and you know they're going to go away. But
right.
So that's the heartfelt, you know, that's sort of the intent of this song. And the reason, you know, it goes from 1, 2, 3. So it's in a slow 3 and then 4. But the reason was not because we made this decision, let's be cool and do 3 to 4 and 3 to 4.
No, it just was like, it was too short or too long to
yeah.
sort of not.
Oh, my love, too, if we waited to the 4, it's too long, stay, stay. So, and if we just, my love, to stay, that's too short. So there was only one other option, which was to make those bars 3. And
well, that's why someone like me, you know, I would never have made that decision for myself, but coming from, you know, someone with your musical background and your ability to sort of shape the way you were playing and everything definitely made it possible. I'm not sure if like anybody else would have made that choice.
It's interesting, and I mean, all songs are like this. They're all different, and they all come about differently. But I think it's a really powerful thing in songwriting. I'm sure you'll agree to let the lyric inform. You know, the links of the phrases and the music. And if you have an idea, to not try to like somehow sculpt and cram this lyrical idea into a preconceived form, but let it be what it's going to be, and then find a way to write something meaningful around it, which is what we did on this. And it's, you know, it's such a, I mean, the song has affected so many people.
It's definitely maybe top 2 of songs that people talk about or like the most. I mean, anytime Who We Are has charted or sort of done anything on iTunes or Spotify or whatever, this song has been on the top of the list.
Yes, the top song, yeah. So the other thing that Mike said is, how can I develop and play with that laid-back, soulful feel that is in time also? So he, you know, it's so laid-back and soulful, but in time.
It's a vibe.
So it's a vibe, and
it's a vibe.
You know, but also really feeding off somebody like Alisan. The way she sings is, I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's so inspiring that it pulls things out of me that if I were playing alone, I wouldn't necessarily find. And I've talked about this in a lot of other videos. When playing with her, my attention is on her. Like that's really what I'm listening to. So she's feeding me all of that. Like that's coming from her. I mean, it's my hands playing the keyboard, but it's her read of the song, and it's her emotion that's, you know, it's all coming from that and from this conversation, and it's different every time. So I hope that answered your question. And since we've been talking about this beautiful song we wrote, I think we should play it for the people. You want to do that?
Sounds good.
All
Sure.
right. So here's Stay.
So fast these moments fade. Stay, stay, never go away. Oh, your eyes telling me what words can't say. I wish you'd never change. Stay, stay, never go away. I am yours and you are mine, bound together from the start. I will carry you until it's time to go. And I'll always be the home you come back to in your heart. I will stay, stay, stay. My only, so much that we could say. Stay, stay, never